So a Nintendo Direct came and went, and however you may feel about it, the least we can agree on is that Kirby fans are eating. Hal, can I call you Hal? You've outdone yourselves. Kirby's been having a fantastic anniversary so far, more so than other Nintendo franchises. Zelda. Starting off the year with a bang, Forgotten Land, Kirby's big foray into 3D, laying down the groundwork for future games, released to critical acclaim, and I haven't played it yet. Then boom, Dream Buffet rolls into existence in August. An adorable bite-sized game with a large appetite filled with multiplayer chaos that I also haven't played. And without even giving us time to breathe. It's time to return to Dreamland one more time. Kirby's Return to Dreamland is one of my favorite Wii games ever alongside Epic Yarn. Two very different yet enjoyable Kirby experiences, with Returns being a more traditional 2D Kirby game that laid down the groundwork for pretty much all the Kirby games in the 2010s. Triple Deluxe, Planet Robobot, and Star Allies all clearly build off this game, so it really shouldn't have been a surprise to see it get a remaster. Remake? Now, out of all games to bring back, I would prefer the different Kirby game like Epic Yarn or For the Love of an Airide remake, because Star Allies already exists on Switch. However, how can I be mad about this?
Just give me a minute.
The game was an all-around good time, and seeing it come back with even more content? Ooh yeah. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is looking better than ever. HAL Laboratory Lobotomy did an incredible job remastering? Whatever. HAL did a great job of improving over the original. The backgrounds have way more detail and better colors, new minigames and returning ones. Street Smash is back, baby! King Dedede has its redesign, which is interesting. A new power-up with Mecha Kirby and hints of more modes to come. They even touched up the cutscenes. Now that right there is what I call dedication. Return to Dreamland Deluxe is shaping up to be one of the best remakes on Switch. Except for me, there's one minor problem. This guy. Hi! No, not Kirby, but the thing around him. I can't be the only person who thinks Dreamland Deluxe looks simultaneously better and worse than its Wii counterpart. The comparison on screen clearly shows how much better the textures and designs are when it comes to the foreground and background. That's where the game looks flat out better than the original. However, when it comes to the character models, I just can't figure it out. The outlines are clearly an artistic choice, with that being reflected in the box art. Despite that, I don't think it looks too good. The lines look too pixely and low res, giving me the impression that this was for the 3DS. Which is ironic because Kirby never used outlines on the 3DS. And those outlines are all the same color, not even changing for each character, like on the box art. My main issue of the overall presentation is that the characters no longer blend in well with the environment. And while that could be seen as a plus, giving further clarity to who's who in multiplayer, especially in handheld play, I don't think that's the case. I have heard it's because they're going for a cel-shaded art style, and I keep seeing this cancel Kirby game being brought up like it's a callback to that art style specifically. But the difference is that that art style looks really good and actually cohesive compared to what we have now, which makes them look like stickers plastered onto the environment. To convey my issue, compare this sunset level from both games. In the original, Kirby's model is shaded to fit that exact environment, making him blend into the world better, resulting in good composition. And then there's Deluxe, where Kirby doesn't even try to look like he's at a sunset, but again, a sticker.
Ooh.
Please don't take this as I hate how this game is turning out or anything. I mean, I just gushed about how much I love the original and how much the improvements make the game look better. Visually, 90% of the time, the game is going to look way better than it ever did before. I just wished it looked better 100% of the time. All of this is, again, a nitpick and isn't going to ruin the experience or anything. It's still Kirby, I can still sleep. The backgrounds still look good, it's just the mismatch between the models and the environment at some points that ruffles my feathers. I bring this up because I hope these issues can be ironed out the few months they have left before the game releases. And despite that, I'll still probably buy the game. If it wasn't $80.
Huh? What?
What, you thought being a Nintendo fan was for the poor? Ludicrous! $80 for a remade Wii game, why am I not surprised? Nintendo pulled this stunt last year with Skyward Sword HD. At the very least, Kirby's Return to Dream Land Deluxe seems to be adding new content from the get-go. What that new content is, though, shall be seen. But still, $80? The same price as Forgotten Land? Seriously? I'm not saying that 2D games are less valuable than 3D games. It's just that this isn't a new game. If they add enough, I do think the overblown price can be justified, but really, this should have just been $65 or for my American audience, $50 at most. And how convenient, you can't purchase a copy of Return to Dreamland for $20 on the Wii U eShop because they closed it. Granted, that would mean owning a Wii U, but the options should still be there regardless. And trying to grab a used copy of the game? Well, you might as well just buy this one. Or...
and really bad eggs. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
But I digress. Nintendo limiting its own market in order to create profit is a topic for another day. What I came here to say is I am excited to return to Dreamland one more time with Deluxe, and it will hopefully be adding enough new content to make this the definitive version of the game. I mean, this year alone, HAL has been killing it, so let's go 3 for 3, baby. And with that, the Pink Puffball's future is looking brighter than ever, so here's to another great 30 years, Kirby, and a new Kirby Airide as well. Not sure about that last one.